Hey, it's good to see you. I'm glad you could be here. Today is Sunday, July 20th. I think that's right. July 20th, 2025. I don't know what's on my mind. I have a lot of energy today. When I hang out with friends, I simultaneously get a lot of energy, and it also drains me. I don't know why, but it's just really fun. I mean, who'd have thought hanging out with friends is fun? But it is rewarding. Especially when there's like no limits. This is sounding like a weird relationship. Look, I'm just saying, it's nice to have someone you can be yourself around, be goofy and silly, but also have deep conversations, connect on an emotional level, not have just surface level friends. That was something I missed growing up, I think. Having those connections with friends. It was all fun, and all the blame on that goes on me. I didn't really seek that out because I think I didn't really know that's what I needed, or the importance of that. Something I realized a few years ago, or just how important relationships are. I feel like I've already talked about this, but it's on my mind, so I'm going to talk about it again. I missed it. I kind of missed the boat. When I just let words fall out of my brain, they don't really make sense. They're very discombobulated, if that's what that word even means. It sounds like a cool word, though, so I'm going to use it. There is something there. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm talking. Like I said, just physically getting the words out of my brain, not letting them linger there. I think when they linger there, it's like a trash heap. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and smells worse and worse and worse. And you're like, at some point it feels just like too much. It's easier just to keep it there than to try and put all the work and effort and pay for the man hours to move it and find a proper disposal area. What are you gonna do? Just keep it inside. It's no big deal. Just keep it inside. It'll go away eventually, right? No, it is wrong. It will not go away. It'll stick in your brain. It will stay there, and it will get worse. And the hard thing about it it takes it's not easy to say things out loud, like to say what is actually on your mind. I think that can be a little scary because you might say things you didn't really realize. You might surprise yourself as what is buried in that trash pile. Now, this isn't a great analogy because it is not to insinuate that all your thoughts are worth nothing, just trash. That's not what I mean. What I mean is your thoughts can just build up. And that becomes a lot. I'm not saying speaking it out loud gets rid of your problems. No. No, absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, at least in my experience, it is a cathartic experience. And I think what can make it even more cathartic is when you have someone to listen, not someone to solve your problems, just someone to listen. And that can be even more scary because you might feel like they're going to judge you, which, I mean, they will. Not intentionally. That's just what people do. You judge people by how they look, how they sound, what they do, what they say. That's just human. That's just behavior. Can't really get around that. You judge, I judge, he, she, we, they, them, we all judge. That's just a fact. You say, well, if people are going to judge me, why share? That seems so stupid. I get that. I couldn't tell you, or I don't know why it feels cathartic in the way it does. Again, that's just my personal experience. But it's optional. You know? I don't know, give it a try. Why not? You have a moment where you're alone in your room or in the car, somewhere where you can feel safe. Physically speak the words out loud. See how it makes you feel. You may hate it. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know what the right thing to do is. I think my purpose here is not to it is not to make people get invested in what I have to say as if it has some sort of meaning. I am just speaking what's on my mind. And it seems strange to put something so vulnerable on YouTube. But perhaps people will find it valuable. Mildly interesting. something to eat too, perhaps. Or not. It doesn't need to be anything. It's for me. It is. It is a perfect reason, an excuse for me to do it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't. Because it does feel pretty awkward and strange. But saying it to a camera, I don't know, makes that easier, I guess. For me, personally.